Brings a very unique adrenaline. There's just like no shortcut to this sport. Like however much you put in, you will just see the effort. My name is Jeraine. I'm actually a real estate agent, and I have a side jewelry business as well. My parents are actually feng shui masters. They started out from a very small little shop in Beach Road. When I was in my 20s, my parents thought, we should open a sister company and I'll bring in like something more interesting and younger. So we believe that when you are born, there are certain elements that will be pieced together from your time of birth, your date of birth, and your year: water, earth, wood, fire, and metal. So different crystals are categorized into different elements. You can identify what is having an excess or what you're lacking of. Like let's say if you are lacking of water, you can use like aquamarine or blue sapphire. If you have too much fire element, and if you add on a fire crystal, right, some people, they might actually feel very anxious, or they might feel anxiety. I think in modern days, right, youngsters are actually very open to wearing all this jewelry now, including the men as well actually. Growing up, I always thought, all these things are a bit old school and obiang, but it's a responsibility for, young people like us to make this tradition like modernized and appealing to the younger crowd. Yeah. My hobby that I've picked up in the last 2 years is actually Muay Thai. Being around the Thais, it taught me about like humility, discipline. Okay, I'm dyslexic, so I'm not very good with my left and right. Sometimes I get very confused by it. Like when they say left, I need a few seconds to process. And in Muay Thai, right, it's just all about knowing your jab, your crosses, your left, your right, left kick, left elbow, right elbow, I think I don't really have a poker face, so it's very obvious when I'm angry or when I'm pissed off, or they're, like hitting me a bit too hard, or, when I'm not getting it right. Yeah, my instructor told me that, like I cannot be angry inside. Like he could see the rage coming up from me. And like when we are in the ring, right, we always have to think like 3 steps ahead. We can be angry, but not too much. I just thought like, wow, like from a Thai man who comes from like poverty and a place where we might not think twice about it, but they actually have like very good insights and knowledge to like the human emotions, just beyond what we see as like a sports that is very intense. I don't know, I just can't describe the joy that I have when I'm doing it. I'm always like covered in bruises. Even if you give like 100 kicks and they're like, okay, you have to go like 101 kicks. It's just never ending. Like 2 years in, and I just feel like I've only mastered like not even my basics, like just barely getting there. So there's just so much to this art that we can learn from.